Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, let me share with you what I think are some of the best and my favourite trends for fall and autumn. And number one, and this has got to be one of my favourites of all time, and it is knee-high boots, and specifically wide leg knee-high boots. I recently bought a pair of these, which I have here from Kurt Geiger. I absolutely adore these. I think they're so flattering. I love that the trend for these boots is not to be stuck tight to your leg. I love that the trend is to have a wide calf here, so as when you wear them, they sit around your leg. It keeps the boot straighter, and I love wearing knee-high boots. I think these have got to be one of my favourite styles of boots to wear, or footwear to wear, from as soon as the weather starts to turn right through to spring. I absolutely love them. So I'm delighted that these are a trend. Not because I don't wear them when they're not a trend, because I wear these all the time. Regardless if they're a trend or not, I wear knee-high boots every single year. But they're very hard to get. Ones specifically, if you do have a wider leg, or if you're looking for certain styles, there's not as many of them available as there are normally compared to this year. Because these are back on trend, there are some fabulous versions, and I could spend lots and lots of money buying lots of knee-high boots. There's some great versions. So the first trend for fall and autumn that I'm absolutely loving, and I think it's one of the best trends, a great way to update your wardrobe, can be worn with so many styles, will work with so many things you already have in your wardrobe. Just give it that little update and that twist, and it's knee-high boots, and this for me is a trend that will never ever die. Number two, and I'm so glad that this again is back on trend, and it's the colour burgundy. And again, the reason that I'm so glad this is back is not because I don't wear it every single year, because I do, but it's so much easier to buy pieces in burgundy whenever it's on trend. If you watched my vlogs whenever I was in New York and watched the outfit I wore to the theatre, this was a burgundy sparkly top, burgundy pleated trousers from River Island, which are wide leg, inexpensive. I will link them below. I know a lot of you guys have bought them since I wore them in that vlog. They're fabulous. This whole outfit was fabulous for a very reasonable price. I wore a monochromatic look of burgundy. I had the burgundy sparkly top on. I had the burgundy wide leg trousers. I had like a dusty pink colour of Isabel Marant boot that had a bit of a heel to pull off the trousers, and then I wore the bright pink Epi Louis Vuitton Petite Malle with it, and I absolutely loved the look. I thought it was stunning. Burgundy, I think, is such a warm colour. It's such a flattering colour. I think it's pretty easy to wear for most skin tones and colourings. I am so glad this is back in. It's one of my absolute favourite colours to wear in fall and winter. There are some stunning pieces available at the moment, and this I think is one of the best trends of the year. Number three took me a little bit longer to get on board with, and it is that leopard print is back with a bang. Now, when leopard print started to re-emerge, and I said this in a video whenever I talked about why I was done with Dale's Addiction, I kind of thought, Pat Butcher is who I saw in my head. If you're from the UK and ever watched EastEnders, that's what I pictured. I was not working with my brain as to how to work and make leopard print work into my wardrobe. Now, I've always had leopard print shoes. I have leopard print stilettos. I have a few pair of those. I have leopard print slingbacks. I have a lower heel that I wear to work. The shoes I always thought was an easier way to work this trend. So if you're like me and struggle to see how you can bring this trend into your full wardrobe, or you don't want to spend money on clothing that you're not going to wear for that long, or you just feel a bit conscious of it, putting it in as footwear is a really good option to add a bit of this trend in. And these are shoes that I wear year in and year out, so I don't need this to be in trend. I think when it's on your shoe, it's a lot easier to keep going with that. Now, I have bought a pair of leopard print jeans inspired by Dale from Dale's Addiction, and I love them. I think they're pretty cool and fabulous, and I've got on board with them, and I'm now a lot more comfortable wearing them. But it is an option if you want a bit of it to either go in footwear or even a belt. A leopard print belt is fabulous, and I'm kicking myself because I used to have the best wide kind of this kind of thickness leopard print pony hair belt that I bought years and years and years ago, and obviously I've donated it, got rid of it whenever it was definitely not being worn, but now it would be fabulous. It's the sort of thing I should have kept in my wardrobe, because fashion always comes back, and here is leopard print back again, and you only need a touch of this to make this trend work. You don't need to spend big money, you don't need to go top to toe leopard print. A touch of this can just bring an outfit into this year, into this trend, and make it work. And I think leopard print, when it's done right, looks pretty fabulous, although I admit that it took me a bit of time to get on board, because I was seeing myself in the clothing and not liking the look. But either a little bit of an accessory or a bit braver with it, I think this is a good one. Number 4 is belts themselves, and I think belts are coming back as a bit of a trend. You'll remember that we used to have, if you're my age, you'll remember back in the day we used to have big statement belts, and we would have worn them around dresses, around skirts, used to put them in the middle of a dress that didn't need a belt, used to put them around a skirt just so as it hung down, chain belts, embellished belts, big belts, leopard print belts, pony hair belts, big buckle belts, and then they very much died away. And we saw the birth of the skinny belt, and you would have had a skinny belt maybe around dresses or on with your jeans. Definitely not the big in-your-face belts that we had seen for quite some time many years ago that I remember the first time round. But if you watch the runway and you're looking at the trends coming through, I think belts are coming back, and I think they're making a statement again, and they're being worn more the way we used to wear them, and they're definitely something that if you have any still knocking about in your wardrobe and you were smarter than me and you kept some of these pieces that are coming back, I definitely think you could pull those back out and rock those with your outfits this autumn or fall. Number 5, and we all know that I have fallen for this one, hook, line and sinker, and it is varsity jackets. I love varsity jackets, always have. I have a Louis Vuitton varsity jacket that I got in 2018. It is the black felt one with the red leather sleeves, and I love it. I have a few Ted Baker jackets that are kind of bombery jackets, kind of a bit like a varsity jacket, not as much as the Louis Vuitton one. And if you followed those vlogs or unboxings from New York, I very recently brought home with me the most beautiful lemon coloured oversized Louis Vuitton varsity jacket, and I love it. I've worn it to death. I think we're all sick of seeing it on my Instagram. It's a fabulous, fabulous piece. And varsity jackets are back with a bang. If you watched a recent video of mine, I also unboxed a Prada one. It's a Prada leather varsity jacket. Now I sent that back because it was too much for me, as in I don't think it was too big, just the size was too big. I think there was just too much in the cut and in the fabric, and it just didn't work. But it was a stunning, stunning leather varsity jacket. If that style of that particular jacket worked for you and didn't overwhelm you the way it did me. Varsity jackets, there's Coach varsity jackets that are fabulous looking. They're in Reformation, they're in All Saints. There are a lot of options of varsity jackets about at the minute. It's another trend that I love. I think it's such a cool trend to wear. It works as well with what I'm wearing today, which is a short leather skirt and a black jumper. You could put a dark varsity jacket over this, or it could work with jeans and trainers. Cool, cool, cool. I just love it. I think this is a fabulous trend that I am definitely on board with. Number 6 is very close to that, and it is oversized bomber jackets. So even if they're not varsity jackets, which are like the Letterman style jackets that came from the American sports scene, oversized bomber jackets in general are definitely having a moment and are definitely on trend this season, and I'm loving it. As much as I love the varsity version that I bought from Louis Vuitton, tried to buy the Prada version that was an oversized varsity jacket, I am now going to look at, there is a leather bomber jacket style jacket in All Saints that's quite oversized. I'm going to try that. I wonder, will that fit me and work with my shape a bit better than the Prada one did? I think they're really easy to style. I think if you add on this all black, short black skirt, boot like what we were talking about at the start, and put on one of those oversized bomber jackets, doesn't have to be leather, can be fabric, can be leather, whatever, it's going to work. It's going to pull that outfit together be right on trend, but I will wear that regardless. Things don't have to be in trend for me to wear them. I'm loving that they're in trend at the minute because it's what I generally like to wear. But that is a look that will keep going strong, and I think I'm so glad that's back. I think it makes them so more available. If you like that sort of thing when they're not on trend, they're harder to find. Now there's going to be a lot more options at a lot of a range of price points, and I think it's a fabulous trend, and I'm so glad it's back in fashion. Number 7 is suede. There is suede everywhere. There are so many suede boots out at the moment, suede jackets, suede clothing pieces. It's definitely coming in strong, and it ties in with another trend that's coming. Suede, I love suede boots and I love suede bags. I know that Deb from Wild Unfiltered loves the suede version of the Margot bag from the Row. The brown suede version is probably my favourite in that bag, even though it's not a bag that I absolutely love. There are suede versions coming out from YSL at the minute. There is a lot of suede being seen in the accessories, in the bags and in the boots. I think also suede jackets, as much as leather jackets are always kind of on trend, the suede ones maybe not just as consistent. Suede jackets at the minute as well, I think really strong, coming in really strong for fall and autumn and looking really, really well whenever they're styled. And another trend that I think is really good for this season coming. Number 8, oversized bags. For quite a long time we've been talking about how big bags were coming back and we were moving away from the very tiny mini bags. Even I am moving away from some of my mini bags, not all. Some of them are going, some of them are being sold on. I still will have them, I still love them. But even I have been grabbed by this trend. It did come gradually. It came to mini bags into bigger bags, but now we're seeing very, very strongly on the runway in the stores from the houses, the oversized bag. If you watched my wishlist video or my vlogs in New York, you will know that I am in love with the oversized YSL flat bag. I think this is absolutely stunning. I think that this with a work look, I think even in certain casual looks, I think it's beautiful. It's huge. It's massive. When I put it on, it is huge, but it's a vibe, and I think it's great. I think it's a bag very much representing the oversized bag trend, and it's not just YSL. There are lots of versions of these at lots of different price points. We all know there's the XXL from Chanel, which is very much more expensive than YSL version, but there's a lot of these around, and I think that oversized bags beyond big bags is definitely having a moment and on trend for this season. Number 9, and that's coming in with what we talked about earlier, and it is the Western type style and cowboy boots. Maybe this comes from Beyonce with her country album and her cowboy look at that. Maybe it's coming from Pharrell and him putting that down the runway. The Louis Vuitton releases were all country and Western themed, but definitely country, cowboy boots, Western is really, really strong. Another one that I really regret is that I used to have the best pair of cowboy boots. They were fabulous, real leather, expensive, beautiful tan cowboy boots, and of course I got rid of them because I was never going to wear those again. And now, as fashion does, it cycles and they are right back on trend and they're fabulous looking. I really like this trend. I like this with skirts. I like this with the right denim, not all denim, but the right denim. I think this works very well with rolled. I love them. I love cowboy boots and I'm glad this trend is back. I think it's a good one. The Western style in general, some of it will not be for me. Some of it I can maybe work into my own style and my own wardrobe, but definitely Western style clothing and cowboy boots are so strong for fall, autumn 2024. And number 10, and this one has been around a little bit, but it's staying strong for this season, and it is wide-legged jeans. I had these in the Loewe version, loved them, adored them, have to put them in my vlog sale because they're massive on me now and I literally can put them up, zip them up, and they'll come back down again. You could fit me and somebody else in them. They're very, very big. But once I do have the vlog sale and they go, I'm going to rebuy those jeans in my new size because I love them. And the wide leg trend of denim is staying strong. The Loewe version obviously have the Loewe sign at the knee. They're very distinctive. They're making a statement, but there is just as much denim to be had in wide leg versions that are just denim, that don't have anything added on to them, don't have the shine, don't have the glitter, don't have all the different options you can get. And wide leg jeans are one of my favourites. I love them. I am quite glad that it's not just skinny jeans everywhere. I still have skinny jeans. I'll still wear them. but I'm glad that there's other options. And again, whenever trends come, it means if you're looking for something like a wide leg jean, you're going to have so much available for you. Wide leg trousers as well. If you did watch the vlog that I had in New York, and the burgundy trousers that I'm talking about, I also have them in green, and I think they're beautiful and they're very easy to wear and very easy to style. So wide leg jeans and wide leg trousers in general, I think, are coming back strong as a trend for this autumn and this fall season, as well as wide leg trousers. And this one really works for me given my day job, tailoring. Tailored trousers, tailored oversized looking suit trousers with a wide leg are very strong for this season, and it's such a good trend. They look so well. Oversized suits, I'm getting off on one now because I've gone beyond just the wide leg trouser, but an oversized suit, an oversized blazer with the oversized trousers, the wide leg trousers, is a fabulous styling moment. It's one that I love. I think it looks great, and I think if you wear that right, it's a statement, and it looks fabulous. These are my 10 top trends for fall or autumn 2024. Let me know what you're wearing. Are you buying into any of these? For once, nearly all of these trends work for me. Nearly all of these trends I am wanting to add bits into my wardrobe because it works with my style that I will carry on and wear when the trend is gone. I don't like to spend a lot of money on trends if I'm only going to wear it when the trend is there. I don't like that. It feels wasteful, and I don't like to buy things that I'm not going to be wearing for a longer time. It happens, we all make mistakes, but I try not to go into them buying them like that. But this is what I think are going to be strong trends for 2024 and fall autumn. Let me know what you think. Do you like these? Are you loving them? Are you buying any of these? Let me know your thoughts in the comment box. If you've enjoyed this in any way or found it informative, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.